Hello everyone. In this video, I will demonstrate how to solve a simple inventory management problem. So we are working on this problem number 3 on page number 546, coming from 14th edition of Operations Management book. So here we have been given some data about a bakery that buys flour in 25-pound bags, and we have given other details like annual demand is 1,215 bags per year. Ordering cost, which is the cost that is involved in placing an order, is $10 per order. So every time you are going to place an order, it will cost you $10. Carrying cost, which is also known as holding cost, is $75 per bag per year, which means that if you have to hold on to one bag uh, for 1 year, it will cost you $75. Okay, just to hold it. So it's a holding cost or carrying cost. Okay, lead time is 10 days, which means once you place an order, it will take 10 days for it to arrive. Okay, so that's the lead time. And number of working days in a year is 310 days per year. So this data is given, and based on this data, we have to find out following things. So we have to find out economic order quantity, number of orders per year that we are going to place, length of the order cycle in days, total annual inventory cost, reorder point, and if the holding cost is increased by $9, how much would that affect my total annual cost? So let's get started. Economic order quantity is basically the order quantity that will minimize your total inventory management cost. Okay, so economic order quantity will give you the amount that you should be placing every time when you place an order, and the formula for that is a square root of 2ds over h. Now d, as you see here, is the annual demand, s is the ordering cost, and h is the holding cost or carrying cost. And all this data is given, so we will simply plug in the values. So we'll say equal to square root, that's the formula we are going to use, and 2 times annual demand times s, which is ordering cost, and this whole divided by my carrying cost. Okay, so that should give me $18 per bag. Okay, $18 bags per orders. That means every time I'm going to place an order, I will place an order for 18 bags. Why? Because this quantity will minimize my total inventory management cost. Okay, so that's the reason we come up with economic order quantity. Right now, with this quantity, the order quantity, we want to find out how many orders we are going to place in a year, and the formula for that is d, which is the annual demand, divided by economic order quantity. Right, so that is equals to my annual demand divided by my economic order quantity. That's going to be $67.50. I'm sorry, it's not in dollars. Okay, so this has to be just a general number. Okay, so this many orders per year we are going to place. Okay, now third is the length of order cycle in days, which means how many days an order is going to last. Okay, so for that the formula is basically, it's the opposite of number of orders per year. So we just take economic order quantity and divide it by annual demand. Since the demand is annual, that means this ratio is going to be giving me time in years, and I want to convert that into days, so I have to multiply number of days per year. So this whole formula will give me how long an order is going to last. Okay, so here equals to economic order quantity divided by manual demand times my number of working days. Okay, so make sure I provide opening parenthesis as well, and this is not again the dollar, this is the general number. And obviously, it's giving me too many decimals, so I can use round function, right? So I can say round, make sure I delete one opening parenthesis, and maybe comma. I just want it to go to 2 decimal places. Okay,
So 4.59.
so each order is going to last 4.6 days or roughly 5 days. Okay, and total number of orders that you may be placing in the whole year is 68. Okay, so that's something you have to keep in mind. Now with these details, can we find the total annual inventory cost? Okay, as I said, since we are using economic order quantity, whatever cost we will find out will be the minimum cost. Okay, so because economic order quantity will always give you minimum total cost, and as you know, at the economic order quantity, both holding cost and ordering cost, they're equal. So first part in this equation is holding cost, total annual holding cost, and second part is total annual ordering cost. Okay, and they should be equal when if you're using EOQ. There might be some rounding uh, errors, but besides those, you know they should be pretty much nearly equal. So let's go ahead and do that. So it should be equals to my economic, let's open parenthesis first, economic order quantity divided by 2 times my holding cost, which is $75, right? Plus open parenthesis annual demand, which is D over economic order quantity again, okay, times ordering cost, which is 10. So that gives me total annual inventory cost is $1,350. So this is how much it's going to cost me, okay, to order the inventory as well as to maintain the inventory in my system. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. The next thing we have to figure out is the reorder point. So when would you like to reorder? Okay, that's a question that's being asked. Now the lead time is 10 days, which means that it takes 10 days for my order to arrive once I place the order. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have 10 days worth of inventory in stock. Okay, otherwise you will run out of inventory, and we do not want that. So how much inventory should we need for those 10 days? And that's the answer we need to find out here. Okay, so first of all, I know it's going to take 10 days, and if I find the daily demand, right? So how many bags do I need every day? And then I can simply multiply it by 10 days. That will give me 10 days worth of inventory I need to maintain, right? So how would you find the daily demand? Well, we have been given the annual demand and we know the number of days per year. So that should give me the daily demand. So daily demand is going to be, annual demand divided by number of days per year, right? So that should be equal to 1215 divided by 300 days per year. So my daily demand is going to be, let's say you use the round function, it's always good, round. Okay, okay, that's okay. Let me do that here again. So round, open parenthesis, okay, two decimal places, close parenthesis. Okay, so daily demand is going to be this many bags per day. Bags per day. Okay, so we know how many bags we are going to need per day, and we know that it takes 10 days for my order to arrive. So that will give me reorder point, which tells me how many bags should I maintain. So that should be equals to my daily demand times lead time. Okay, so that gives me this is not the currency again. That gives me that I need to roughly maintain 40 bags, okay, in stock. So as soon as my inventory drops to this level, 40 bags or 39.2 bags, it cannot be fractions, so it's always better to take it 40 bags. I will place an order because it will take 10 days, and I roughly need 40 bags for those time period. Okay, because otherwise I will run out of inventory. So that's my reorder point. The last thing is we need to again calculate the total cost if the holding cost is increased by $9. Okay, so the new holding cost, which is new H, is going to be, we know that earlier it was 75, you increase it by 9, and that's going to be 75 plus 9, that's going to be this much money per bag per year. So if you want to carry a bag now in your inventory system for 1 year, it's going to cost you $84. So with this new carrying cost, we need to again find the economic order quantity, and the formula we know that is the square root is given here, right? Square root of 2ds over h. Okay, so 2 times my annual demand is 1215. My ordering cost is the same, and my holding cost or carrying cost is going to be $84. Okay, so that's my economic order quantity. Okay, so I'm just a general here. So let's round it again. So I will see round open parenthesis, and let's do it two decimal places. Okay, so roughly 17 bags. Okay, bags per order. Okay, this is how many bags I need. Okay, so with this new economic order quantity, so earlier it was 18 bags, but now we have 17 bags as the economic order quantity because our carrying cost has gone up. Okay, so with this new economic order quantity, we can use this formula here again to find the total cost. That should be equals to economic order quantity divided by 2 times my new carrying cost, which is $84, plus, let's say this is annual demand, divided by my new economic order quantity times my ordering cost, which is $10, and that should give me new total cost. Okay, so for uh, for $17 economic order I mean 17 bags per order economic order quantity, my total cost is 1428. For 18 bags per order economic order quantity, my total cost was 1350. So if the carrying cost or the holding cost goes up by $9, looks like it will increase my total inventory management cost for the year. Okay, so how much is that increase? So that should be equals to this figure minus this figure here. Just so my inventory management cost will go up by roughly $78 or maybe $80. So this is how you should solve a problem, a simple problem based on inventory management system. Thank you very much for watching.